Hello. Um, I'm going to continue with reading his Dark Materials and skipping around. So this is chapter 7 of Settled Knife called Rolls Royce. And just going to I apologize. I have kind of low light right here. And if I kind of stumble over the words, I will repeat them. She left them to rescue their boats and pedaled back to the beach. Went inside to make some coffee and see if Will was awake, but he was still asleep with the cat curled up at his feet. Lyra was impatient to see her Sholat again, so she wrote a note and left it on the floor by his bedside and took her rucksack and went off to look for the window. Pantaleon was fluttering anxiously on her shoulder, just as he had when they had played the trick on the skulls in the crypt at Jordan College, and she was a little wiser now. This was a bad place. So she crept out of her hiding place and ran back to across the grass, out through the garden gate, into the open surface of the Banbury Road again. Excuse me. And once again she dodged across, and once again tires squealed on the road, and then she was running up North Norham Gardens, a quiet tree-lined road of tall Victorian houses near the park. She stopped to gain her breath. There was a tall hedge in front of one of the gardens, a low wall at its foot, and she sat there tucked closely in under the privet. She helped us, Pantaleon said. Dr. Malone got in their way. She's on our side, not theirs. Oh, Pan, she said, I shouldn't have said that about Will. I should have been more careful. Shouldn't have come, he said severely. I know, that too. Will was reading his father's letters again. He sat on the terrace hearing the distant shouts of children drying off the harbor mouth and read the clear handwriting on the flimsy airmail sheets, trying to picture the man who'd penned it, and looking again and again at the reference to the baby, to himself. He won't know where we are then. But the alethiometer, she cried. Let's try to get a little more light here. But the alethiometer, she cried, and she sat up fiercely, her face rigid with emotion like a Greek mask. Yeah, said Will, tell me about that. Just go there, he said. Just go there and see him. It's no good asking your scholar to help us. Either not if the police have been to her. She's bound to believe them rather than us. At least, if we can get into his house, we'll see where the main rooms are. That'll be a start. Is this the object you mean? He said, and took a velvet cloth from a drawer in the desk. Lyra stood up. He ignored her and unfolded the cloth, disclosing the golden splendor of the alethiometer resting in his palm. Yes! Lyra burst out and reached for it, but he closed his hand. The desk was wide and she couldn't reach, and before she could do anything else, he swung around and placed the alethiometer in a glass-fronted cabinet before locking it and dropping the key in his waistcoat pocket. They were both silent now. He hadn't finished. A great puzzlement was slowing Lyra's heartbeat and making the room very still. However, he went on. there's something I want even more, and I can't get it myself, so I'm prepared to make a deal with you. You fetch the object I want, and I'll give you back the, what did you call it? A lithiometer, said Lyra hoarsely. A lithiometer, how interesting. Alethea, truth. Those emblems, yes, I see. What is this thing you want? Said Will, and where is it? It's somewhere I can't go, but you can. I'm perfectly well aware that you found a doorway somewhere. I guess it's not too far from Summertown, where I dropped Lizzie or Lyra this morning. And that through the doorway is another world, one with no grown-ups in it. Right? So far. Well, you see, the man who made the doorway has got a knife. He's hiding in that other world right now, and he's extremely afraid. He has reason to be. If he's where I think he is, he's in an old stone tower with angels carved around the doorway. The Torre, uh, the Torre degli Angeli. So that's where you have to go, and I don't care how you do it, but I want that knife. Bring it to me, and you can have the alethiometer. I shall be sorry to lose it, but I'm a man of my word. That's what you have to do. Bring me the knife. I apologize for that. I dropped something. So that was chapter 7, Rolls Royce of the apologize, I'm forgetting the title of the second book. Let me see. It's the Subtle Knife. So that was that, and I hope you enjoyed the kind of skipping around. Again, I'm trying to spark the imagination, creating a new story from an old story, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow with another chapter from his Dark Materials.